Hey guys, we're living in empty cupboards. Well, if you can really see that, but they're mostly empty. Things are being cleared out. We're moving in just a couple days and we're in town. We're not going super far for those that have asked. Anyways, we are down to the kind of like last dredges of food and things like that. So I'm pulling out something that I love for college kids. I love for things like being cheap, and I love for like right before you're gonna move. It's called salsa bean soup, and it literally is cans of beans that you do not drain, a jar of salsa, and if you want, you can add in some meat if you happen to have something left over. We have some leftover ham from Easter, so I'm gonna throw that in. And if you want to thin it out a little bit, you can do some chicken stock, but that's basically it. It comes together in about as quickly as you can open. I have 3 cans. I'm doing white beans. I'll show you. I've got white beans, kidney beans, pinto beans, and I have a little bit of leftover black beans I might throw in, and then a jar of whatever kind of salsa you like. I love this garlic chipotle sauce. It's kind of smoky, and it's just the right spice. And then if you need to add a little chicken stock, like I said, you can thin it out, heat it up, serve it up. That's it. That's about all I have time for at this point. If you can see, I look a little haggard. We're tired. Lots of packing happening. So anyways, it's the final delight of the bite from this kitchen. It's been so fun. It's been almost 2 years. So I will put together salsa bean soup and show you what I do. This is pretty challenging, like I said. Can, dump it in. Get all those yummy juices. I do like buying actually organic, non-BPA beans for this personally, but if you are like, you know, a college kid or just learning to cook, oh, that's my fridge telling me I left it open, then don't worry about it. It's not that big a deal. But you dump the cans in with their liquid, and also buy, you can get lower sodium, but typically organic beans don't have quite as much salt, I have found. So, because that's your liquid, so you don't want it to be overly salty. And then salsa goes in the whole jar. Usually jars of salsa come in about a 16-ounce size, and then my diced ham I told you I had left over from Easter. And they'll have a nice little smokiness. And now I'm gonna stir this, zoom in on this action. You guys, it's fancy, really fancy. But that's it, salsa bean soup. I will heat this up. It will get nice and bubbly. You could get fancy and do some seasoning. I think the liquid's good, but if you needed to add chicken stock, you could do a little diced onion, but this is not meant to be fancy. This is meant to be like, I barely can hold it together, so I'm opening cans and dumping them and warming it. That's kind of what this is. And considering we're moving and packing up a house we've lived in 17 years, this is perfect. So I'm gonna shred up some cheese. I'll be back to you in a second, and then we'll put this all together in a little bowl and do a test taste. Can't wait, see you in a sec. We're laughing because, yes, I spilled. I have a wet spot because I cleaned my spill. So it's real life around here. We're moving. Wanted to show you chives from my yard. That sounds fancy, but they're the easiest things to grow. I don't grow anything. And you just basically snip them right into here for a little green action. If I didn't have that, it'd be fine. You can just dump the cans of the salsa, heat it up, and you're good. Grated some cheese, have some sour cream. If you're like my family, there's always these little like partially eaten bags of chips at the very end. It's really annoying, but then I always make the soup and it's great. So I just take a few of these crunchies, crunch it over the top. Look at that goodness. I mean, we don't want that. All right, going in. Oh my gosh, it looks so good and it smells really good. You know it's good when there's a cheese tendril. So here's the thing. You know, it's great to be fancy. It's great to make all the fun food. I do it, I love it. I love being creative. I love all the science and methods behind the food, but sometimes you need to open up a can and just heat something up. This is your soup. It's so good. White beans, black beans, kidney beans, whatever beans you happen to have, with their liquid, dump it in, add a jar of salsa, and dinner's ready. So for all of you people who are so over it right now with cooking, make this, you'll be happy. And if you're moving, make this, you'll be happy, because dinner's ready. You don't have to do ham, but you can dump some things in if you want to. But really, it does taste like a soup that maybe you've put some effort into, and it's kind of embarrassing that you really just heated it up. So I do suggest having a salsa you really enjoy, which we use. So you guys, I'm totally gonna cry. Thanks for watching. It's been such a pleasure and such a fun thing. It's not like the lab bite's over, but I'm gonna take a break because we're moving. And it was born in this kitchen. We have lived here for 17 years, and a lot of good things have happened in this home and in this kitchen. So thank you for being my friend. If you're one of my friends watching, thank you for cheering me on, for those when I went to culinary school and said, you can do it, you're not too old, to watching these silly videos I put out every week, to my cameraman who, there he is. Isn't he cute? He's the best. So thank you from me to you. Delight of the bite. Subscribe, share, tell your friends, let people know I'm here, and you really can help me out by commenting. That's the best thing. Commenting, subscribing, liking, sharing, all those things make a really big difference, and I really appreciate you. So Salsa Bean Soup signing off. Thanks for watching. Bye.